Hi guys, I'm back. It's Peg at the History Shelf. I am sorry about that. I moved my phone and it hit the stop button on the record button, so my video just slammed shut. I wasn't finished with my thought, and I had two books left to show you on this. So I'm just going to detail these two videos, part one and part two. So I hope you have found this part two and will finish it out with me. Okay, so I just finished talking about recent book I got, The End of Epidemics. Great. And I gave you a whole discourse on that. And then I ordered this book because for some reason, and I'm not sure how I started down that road, I wanted to look into the penguin history of the church. And there's a series of I think this might be the last one. Or no, I think there's number 8 coming out. Or there is one already. I don't know, but I bought one out of order, but I'm eventually going to start with the first volume, which is the early church, and they did neat little paperbacks. This one I didn't realize was so skinny, but I'm very interested in it. I'm interested in this, The Christian Church in the Cold War, by Owen Chadwick. As you can see, these are the Orthodox priests here. Looks like Greek Orthodox. I'm very monks. Talk about monks and nuns. Very intrigued by how the faith and the church, tried to stay alive, at least in the Soviet bloc countries during the Cold War. I think, Christianity was not allowed, any type of religion really. And so I saw this and I'm like, this could be a nice quick little primer on that. Primer, whatever you want to prefer. They're both acceptable. So the Christian Church in the Cold War. Now this one says volume 7. But I am going to go back and, have a little Penguin History of the Church collection. It was just an impulse buy. It was an impulse pandemic, stuck in the house, retail therapy buy. I think it was just like $10, something like that. Okay, this next book. This is part of my series that I have upstairs in my bedroom, and it's part of a bookcase that is all biblical, scholarly commentary works. And I am a subscriber to the InterVarsity Press's collection of both the ancient commentary on Scripture and also Reformation commentary on Scripture. The ancient books are bound in the black dust jacket, and the Reformation have green. I have pretty much, yes, I have the full collection of the ancient Christian commentary on Scripture. That is complete. I have been a subscriber to that for well over 10 years. It could be going on 15. So they send one to you every time a new book has been written, sourced and written, and all this kind of stuff reviewed. And then they recently, I'd say about 4 years ago, started the Reformation commentary on Scripture. So you've got the great reformers commenting instead of just the ancient Origen and Jerome and Chrysostom and all those cool guys. So my latest one to arrive is with the Old Testament. Volume number 4, Joshua, Judges, and Ruth. And it's a big guy. This is volume 4. And if you're not a Bible reader or a Christian, or even if you're not a Christian but you enjoy reading the Bible or commentaries, these are beautiful books, and they are built to last. The binding is just beautiful. Let me take off the dust jacket. But I love the artwork on the front. I just keep it. It's so beautiful. But you don't even need a dust jacket. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. So it has this nice green binding. See, it's like slightly marbled. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. not really marbling, but it's a very nice, I don't know, it's just gorgeous. And durably stitched, and it has almost a lie flat type of orientation to it. And essentially what these do, especially when it comes to the reformers, you've got reformers commenting on it like John Calvin, Martin Luther, there's many more. We've got John Mayer. Who are some of the other guys? Mostly Calvin. Calvin talks a lot in here. He's got a lot to say. Lancelot Ridley, Arthur Jackson, Giovanna Diodati. And what it does, I'll show you an example. So like the book of Joshua. So here's the commentary on Joshua, right? And then you have the Prolegomena. Okay, so that talks about like the authorship of it, and then the reformers talk about the authorship. Okay, so let's just go into the actual Bible verses, right? So there's Joshua, chapter 1, verses 1 through 9. God commissions Joshua. Okay, so then there's so here's the actual scripture, right? And then over here we have an overview that the editors of this book put together, and they tell you who is going to be speaking on these sections. And then we have like the first comment. So the Lord's call to Joshua. And then you have a little heading here, which is, sorry, I'm going to read this. The appointment is a sign of God's continued faithfulness. So this person is commenting on verses 1 through 2 only. And it says here it's John Calvin. And then, so this is John Calvin's writing right here. And he's saying, here first we see the steadfastness of God and watching over his people and providing for their safety. The sanction given to Joshua's appointment as new leader by a renewed commission was intended to indicate the continuance of his favor and prevent the people from thinking themselves forsaken in consequence of the death of Moses. Pardon me. So that will continue. That'll be John Calvin's portion on it. And then you'll get another reformer's take on it. Arthur Jackson will tell you his take on that verse. So that's what these books are about. They're fascinating. It really takes you back. It puts you in touch with some of the greatest minds in church history. Pardon me, guys. Let me take a sip. And that's what I'm adding to my collection upstairs. And that is what I've gotten in the mail recently, guys. So I do apologize for the cutoff video, and I hope you don't mind me just uploading this one separately. I just want to get this up for you guys. The other one was 20 minutes long. I did not want to have to reshoot it, and I don't have any technical help as far as the editing goes to see how you would splice two separate video files together. I'm sorry, I'll work on that. Anyway, guys. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope you're having a great night. Liberty Fun books are coming. I will be showing those to you real soon. Let me know if you have any comments on these books, these journals, any thoughts that you might have. Look forward to hearing from you guys, as always. And until next time, be safe, be well, make good decisions. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.